Charizard UPC is everywhere. That's right, guys. These things are coming out of the woodwork every which direction. Everything that we can see, every place has got pre-orders on these again, and they're not for wave 2. They are actually for wave 1. That's right. The first wave is still getting pre-orders from our local stores such as Target, Walmart, GameStop, even Pokemon Center has put them up on the pre-order dockets. So once again, guys, what does this mean for the investability in Pokemon and the investability in this Charizard UPC? Is this an investable item here in 2022? So guys, if you're new here, hit that subscribe, hit that notify, and as always, hit that like button. We can get 100 likes in this video. It's greatly appreciated, guys. Helps out a ton. And of course, it's free for you. So be sure that you hit that like button and also hit that subscribe button. We still have about 55% of you not hitting that subscribe button. And I know if you come in, you don't like the channel, I get it. But if you do like Pokemon investing information and market information, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We're moving right along. We're almost at 2,100 subscribers, guys. It's fantastic that we're just cruising, and it's greatly appreciated for everybody that's joined. Now, if you're part of the channel or we're part of a channel here, I know I've gotten about 100 subscribers in the last couple days. So if you were here before, you probably saw a post that I put up on the community with the pre-order for the Charizard UPC. That was a Target pre-order. A lot of people on there thanked me for putting it up there, and I'm happy to help you. When I saw that come up, I knew that your community would love to get that. I put that up there so you guys had the opportunity to jump in on that, of course, and get a couple of those at MSRP to help you guys out and move along. Once again, some people had some difficulties, which was weird. I had some difficulties at first when I pre-ordered it, and what I found out is when the first pre-orders came on, I had 2 of them on my account. When I tried to reorder again on my account, and it was down to my address, to be honest with you, I tried a second account that I had, made a second account, and it wouldn't let me go because of my address. So what it was is that I had 2 already shipping to this address, so it wouldn't let me pre-order 2 more. I changed to my wife's, who gets sent to her parents because we use that for our Christmas stuff, and it let me pre-order 2 more of those. So once again, we were able to get the 2 pre-orders, but we had to finagle a little bit with it. Target, in my opinion, is doing a great job to try and stop scalpers from opening up and taking multiple accounts and taking several of these products 2 at a time at each account, sending it to their place. So they're doing a little bit better job of trying to reduce that by possibly running by the address more than the email addresses, which is a really good way to kind of slow down that. But once again, going down into it, we are getting a ton of these reprints now, or pre-orders now, not reprints, pre-orders, because the reprints coming in December. I thought when this pre-order came out that this was going to be for the December one, because we do know that there's a second wave of this coming in December. That's already been announced. I thought that this was going to be the pre-orders for that. It's about the right time frame from the first wave to the second wave pre-order time frame. So I went in and I jumped in, and when I looked at my order sheet, it actually is coming here. I'm supposed to have it November 3rd. So it's getting released October 28th. It's supposed to be here at my door, shipped by November 3rd. So once again, that's crazy that this is the first wave order, not a second wave order. How much product, or how many of these UPCs are we getting on this first wave? I mean, this is getting to be crazy, because we were talking about GameStop, how they had sold so many of these. I mean, I know stores in Minneapolis and stuff sold 10,000 UPCs on that walk into your store and order day that GameStop did. It's crazy. That's 10,000 there in just one store that I knew of in Minneapolis, but yet I know the one in our local one had sold probably, he said, around 1,000 through his store, and that's just in a small town. So we're talking possibly 100,000, 150,000 just on the GameStop orders, and none of those have been canceled to my knowledge at this point. Now, some people said the Target pre-order, some of them were getting canceled, but once again, check your addresses, because I think that may have been more the issue with the Target ones. But then, after the Target debacle and I released that, Walmart went and did the exact same thing here today, which is just crazy that we're actually seeing more product here at Walmart being released. So once again, this is only 9 days before the release of this product actually getting put out on the shelf on October 28th. So it's just crazy to me that we're seeing this amount of product just continually coming out of this Charizard UPC. Now, the big question is that everybody's going to have, what does this mean for the investability of this product if you were buying this for a full-out investment? Well, this comes back to the discussion I had, and, you know, some people kind of hit me on it saying that it would never happen. But the big discussion I had is that this product could see a ton of product, a ton come out, and it's showing that face right now. Originally, when I was having that discussion, they were about $200 pre-ordered on eBay, and in other places I could find were between $185 and $200 for pre-order. And then, of course, I sat there and put on there, we're getting wave and wave, and this is nothing stopping this from being reprinted. People had in their mind, I think, the Celebrations UPC, and to me, that's one of the warnings I was putting out there. It's a bad comparable because the Celebrations UPC has a limitation of how well they can reprint that. The ability for them to reset up to make those metal cards inside there with the acrylic backs, the painted fronts, the enamels and things like that to line it up and make it so that this wave looks the same as this wave is extremely difficult. Trust me, on a manufacturing standpoint, it is very difficult to match up. Once you shut down the machines, clean everything up, put everything away, and then try to restart and keep the continuation exactly the same, it just doesn't happen. So that was the big issue that we saw being a problem with the Celebrations UPC, and why we thought there would probably never be a reprint of that product. The only thing we might see is they might repack some more. So if they had some metal cards left over, get more boxes, and they would repack some more, we might see some that they just cleaned up to get rid of all the metal cards. But overall, they were not going to be doing a reprint of that product. Now, there is no limitation on this Charizard UPC when it comes down to it for the reprintability of that set. It is just cards. It is just standard card stock with Charizard arts in a promo form for inside of that box, the 3 promos that come inside of them. That makes it extremely easy for Pokemon to gauge demand, and they got to gauge from the Celebrations UPC and gauge how much that they need to print in order to make people happy. And I think that that's why we've seen kind of a little slump on reprints here. Actually, I was kind of surprised by the lack of reprints. And yes, I did find out that there was an announcement for the Fusion Strike ETBs, so I did miss that one, and my friend in distributing did not tell me about it. So probably because we're not really following Fusion Strike all that heavily. So, but yes, we are seeing kind of a lack on reprints when it comes down to the Pokemon TCG right now with the holiday season coming up. I thought I would hear more reprints of modern sets like Astral Radiance, Brilliant Stars, even going into, you know, some of Pokemon Go. Some of those sets, I thought we would see more reprints coming into the holiday season so that they could put them in more boxes. And of course, when they fill up all the V-boxes and all these different Christmas packages and, you know, Costco specials and Black Friday specials for Walmart and Target and Sam's Club and all these places, they put those together and then they take all the remaining and then they sell those off as booster boxes or sleeves or in ETBs. I thought we'd be seeing more of that coming into the holiday season, and it's actually been relatively quiet on the reprint front for these products. I think that Pokemon is actually concentrating more for the prints for this UPC and the 2 waves that we have of it over the actual reprints of just sets themselves, which to me is a little disappointing. I'd rather see less UPCs and more reprints of some of the more popular sets, such as Brilliant Stars. I'm really looking forward to a Brilliant Star reprint. I think that would be fantastic to be able to get some more of that product out there. I know that we had them first initial waves of it and then kind of a small little reprint there, but nothing substantial again on that set. Once again, that's a very playable set, so it's still surprising to me that we aren't seeing more of that coming into the Christmas season. But overall, this celebration or this Charizard UPC, is it still investable? Yes, I think that there's still an investability inside of this. I think the thing that people such as yourself, if you were looking at it this way, need to get out of your head is that this is not going to be the Celebrations UPC. This is going to be the Charizard UPC with a reprintability from Pokemon International that they can reprint this. And there is nothing stopping them from doing that. So the more demand that they see for this product, the more availability they have to print more for December. So if people continue to buy this up and they see the demand and they still can't keep up with it here in October, they still have 6 more weeks to pound this product down and be able to give a bigger reprint coming up in December. So yes, I know in the one video I was kind of jokingly on a hot take saying, you know, and I was not being serious when I said I'd see it below MSRP. I still do not believe that we will see this set below MSRP, but I definitely think that there is a good chance you'll be able to pick this product up even in December at MSRP in several locations. We've seen several videos now or pictures on Facebook of people at their local Walmarts picking up this Charizard UPC already because they've accidentally put it out a week early. So that means that even with all these pre-orders that Walmart and Target have taken of this product, they still have enough to put on the shelf also. So the pre-orders did not eat up everything that they have ordered or have coming. That's a crazy thought, that they still have some more, considering how many pre-orders that GameStop, Target, and Walmart have had in the last 3 weeks of this product, all for this October wave. So keep that in mind, guys. That's just, it is a UPC. It's a Charizard UPC, but it does not have the same restraints that the Celebrations UPC had when it came down to it. The metal cards are a restraint from reprint. They are a restraint for the number that they can produce. The Charizard UPC does not have that. It's an open gate. They can continue to print this over and over and over again. And once again, could we see this product go to MSRP and be on a shelf, be able to walk into Walmart and potentially just pick one up? It really looks like there's a potential for this, guys, and how long they'll stay on the shelf is yet to be seen. But the fact of the matter is that there is getting to be enough of these out there on pre-orders that you could potentially pick these up fairly easily, not much above MSRP. Because even on eBay right now, $140 sales right now for the pre-orders on this product. That tells me that even the people on eBay are realizing that this product is going to be heavily printed and to take what they can when they can get down to it. I'm going to be interested to see over the next week, where are we going to sit when it comes down to it on these products. So once again, guys, hopefully it's some good information. Hopefully this puts your mind at ease a little bit about it. I do think that it'll be a good investment. I think it has a good collectability to it. It has a good presentation to be able to put on a shelf. And of course, if you have a UPC collection already with a Celebrations UPC and possibly that Zamazenta Zacian one from Sword and Shield, this would be a good addition to that. Definitely a good opportunities to pick these up, and futuristically, it'll do well. People are going to open these trying to get that graded card out of there. People are going to open this to try and get those 3 Charizard promos out there. There's going to be an opportunity too. I like the idea of there being quite a few of these, because that means you might be able to keep yours sealed as a collector's piece and be able to get more opportunities at those rare cards at a more reasonable price at the end of the day, and be able to get maybe some graded ones at some reasonable pricing too. Yes, the first ones are going to go expensive, because if they're that cheap, people are going to start opening these up to try and get those cards, get them graded, get them out there first, and then more and more people are going to try and do that. They're going to open up more of these. They're going to take the best ones. They're going to send them to try and get those PSA, CGC, BGS 10s, and the rest of them that are maybe off center a little bit or a little bit out of location that people may just want for their collection to stand out in a binder or something like that. You could definitely be able to pick those up at a more reasonable price if more of these products get open. So there are some good things. There are some bad things to it. Of course, it means it's going to take more time for your investment to mature. But if you are into the Pokemon investment, I think that that's a realization you have to make, is that some things are just going to take time. You're going to have to take your time, and it's going to have to mature, and you're going to have to understand that Pokemon investing in 2022 is going to be a completely different ballgame. So once again, guys, if this was some good information, as always, hit that subscribe, hit that notify, and hit that like button, guys, as you head out the door. Also, if you do like this content and want to stay on the channel, check out these 2 videos over here. I'll put them up for your entertainment afterwards, and we will see you next time here on Northwoods CCG.